Hey everybody, it's Emil Miraima, your favorite 50% fanboy, 50% genius indie VTuber. So we're once again back on Genshin. Today we'll be doing, well, mostly doing, the Yelan event, Tracing Vanishing Trails. And we'll also be doing Spiral Abyss, and maybe Imaginary Theater, if we have enough time, because I feel like this is going to be a bit long, and perhaps a bit boring. Especially when you're watching me. But, you know, we make do. Oh, and I guess we need to wait a bit. So, as always, grab a snack, grab a drink, ideally water, because that's what's best for you, and check your posture, and hopefully you'll enjoy the stream, because the internet tends to not like me. So, we'll see what happens. You know, okay, I should probably just talk about these when we need to walk or something. So, if you haven't checked out the Yelan quest yet, or haven't watched the previous streams, which you should, even though my shitty internet is a problem, basically, Yelan is doing a universe on spy stuff against a crime syndicate, and we're gonna investigate stuff with her. Well, more like for her, because she can't find anything on her own. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I believe it's gonna be more of like putting your lens up against the surface and finding clues. We'll see. How's the case coming along? Return to auto. That's a very specific design. What if those aren't the real goods? Should we investigate them just in case?
よくそこに気がついたわね。飲み込みが早くて助かるわ。あの二人はとても慎重だから目をつけられていると知ったら空っぽの船をルミドゥースハーバーに向かわせてこちらの出方を伺うかもしれない。それに捕まえた犯人の証言によると邪気深き強者と呼ばれるベテラン強盗犯がブラックマネーロードと手を組んでいるらしいわ。邪気深き強者は秘密工作が得意なの。前回の調査で確信したんだけど、島で洗顔軍の
People with these nicknames like Scam Face, like
私は邪気深き強者に気づかれないようこの辺りを見回っているから、君たちはその隙に荷物を調べて、できるだけ目立たないようにね。
Alright, I got this.
おいらもできるだけ低く飛ぶようにするぞ。飛ぶのはこいつの肩より下だな。
The item tech talk to Yelan. Okay, so we need to take out the event item gadget. I'm gonna talk to you.
準備はできたかしら?
Yep.
調査が終わったらまた近くで合流しましょう。
You arrive at the pier and begin your investigation. The suspicious ship is moored near the wharf. Once you've swept the area and captured all available evidence, you will need to investigate the cargo on the pier. In order to successfully collect evidence, you need to line up the partial images from the files of the view through the imaging device until you get a perfect match. Don't really get what that means, but I'm sure we'll find out. This is documented intel on the characteristics of the target ship. We already saw it earlier. Scan the ships at the harbor with the forensic imaging device from the specified angles and match the images in the intel to the actual scene, and perform preliminary evidence gathering and finally proceed with further investigation. So, we can see like normal ships right here. I mean, like these are blocking out the image, but this is a Hong Kong style boat because of how are they called masts? I think they are called masts. This is how they look like, and then we found this, so let's try to line it up. Ooh. Is it just here? It's still a bit off. You send further back or get closer? Further back it is. If we send too far back, then that gets... Oh! Okay. What's with this mark? It look... Whoa, my Paimon voice is gone, hold on. It looks like someone deliberately painted it here. Something's wrong, let's try and find the rest of these marks. What mark? Oh, it's that feather mark. How up here, while assessing the ship, you notice some marked goods. The marks were made using a special kind of paint, which can only be identified via the forensic imaging device. So use it to find all the marked goods and obtain some important clues. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. Does this count? Because, or, okay, it does count, okay. I found a mark. Well, I did. There's this boat that's been marked. A marked ship? I thought it was a lifeboat. Oh. I don't like how it just like randomly exits your view when you like drop or something. Marked crate must belong to the bad guys. So I was trying to say was that we already saw that. There's this here. I found a clipping feature. There, that mark. It's the same as the others. I found it like a clip it feature on Stream Manager for Twitch. Here's the last one. Very well hidden. I guess I'll talk about it later.
やっぱりあいつらは焦ってて、大量の荷物を一気にフォンテーヌまで運ぼうとしてるみたいだ。でも、変なマークがついてる荷物は何なんだ？イエランに聞いてみようぜ。
Well, probably belongs to like the crime syndicate.
エドラー捜査官が提供してくれた競売の情報と照らし合わせると、彼らは2日後に
Hotel the board. We've been there.
行われる競売に参加するみたいね。君たちが取ったマークには特殊な塗料が使われているから、総合映像記録機がなかったらわからなかったと思うわ。これは砲塔弾を表すカラスマークの一種で、組織の上層部が個人の印として使っているの。これまでの情報から考えて、これは邪智深き強者のもので間違いないわ。
So he's labeling the goods, but why?
貨物リストによると、邪智深き強者のマークが残された荷物は、スメール特産の肥料にリーウェの花火、石鹸、香香。
普通の農業用品と日用品みたいだな。
I wouldn't call perfume a necessity.
石鹸、香香。怪しいわ。少しリスクはあるけど、船に乗ってもっと詳しく調査しようと思う。
Well, we made it this far, so might as well come with you.
そうだそうだ。あいつらが何を企んでるのか、オイラも気になるしな。
君たちの実力なら安全面の心配は全くないわ。でも、船に乗ったらコーダーやドッタマーニと
Paimon has a horrible posture.
心の準備をしておいて。今回の調査は少し特別なものになるかもしれないわ。
What I was trying to say is that on Stream Manager, there's like a clip it button, so like that might be useful for me if I get a kill or something in like Siege.
乗客の皆様にはご迷惑をおかけして申し訳ございません。いいさいいさ、景気がいい証拠だよ。みんなで儲けようじゃないか。
Yeah, I was gonna say the boat looks Sumerian, and like seeing the vase and also that lamp back there, that just like, you know, confirms it.
ドッタマーニは船内を動き回っているわ。
I'm totally not looking at the skin color of the people as well.
荷物の確認？箱の中身をひっくり返してまでか？何がしたいのか全然わからないぞ。
How do they not hear us?
この暗号表を持って行って。これがあれば 彼らの暗号が読めるはずよ。
Got a
コーダーとドッ
cipher.
タマーには私が引き離すから、その隙にマークのあった荷物を調べてちょうだい。手がかりをつかめると思うわ。
If I find something concerning, is it okay if I deal with it right then and there?
君の判断を信じるわ。
Well,
おい、お前が直接あいつらと話しに行くのか？
あら、そこのお二人、どこかでお見かけした気が。イローフの旧略茶館で会わなかったかしら。リヨンエリアの有名な骨董品収集家コーダーさんとそのご友人。
お前は
that's a name I
環状
recognize.
茶室の零細伝説イエランさんだね。お会いできて光栄だよ。
私のことを知っているの？
以前頑丈茶室で絶品の茶を飲んだことがあってね。その時あなたの噂を耳にしたんだ。今思うとお茶を愛する者同士、私たちには何らかの縁があるのかもしれない。
こんな偶然ってあるのね。ちょうどフォンテーヌで休暇を楽しむ予定なんだけど、おすすめの場所はないかしら。例えば精巧な茶器の展示会とか競売とか。フォンテーヌの紅茶は格別だと聞いたわ。きっと茶器も素晴らしいんでしょうね。あら、君も茶器に興味があるのかしら。
俺は戦士のドッタマーにコーダーに誘われてフォンテーヌ旅行に向かっているところでよろしく。
If you didn't notice, well, you either haven't played the previous parts or haven't watched someone play it. Basically, this guy is smuggling, well, like doing like fake trades using tea sets and like money laundering, well, Mora laundering. So she's specifically mentioned tea sets just to tell him like she knows.
イエランのやつ、本当にあいつらと話し始めたぞ。大丈夫なのか？
He's giving us an opening, so let's use it.
わかった。あいつらから見えない場所に回って荷物を調べてみようぜ。箱の中から強烈な匂いがするぞ。いろんなものが混ざったような。
Well, if it's fertilizer, then there's probably like
それに
fecal matter.
変なメモもある。なんて書いてあるかは読めないけど。
It's written in code, but we have a cipher.
さすがイエラン。こんな状況まで予想してたなんて。じゃあ読み方はわかるよな。
I played enough Warframe. Formula made by mixing certain substances, not very complicated, but the steps are rendered in great detail. By mixing the three main ingredients in the prescribed proportions and specified order, the desensitization effect is significantly reduced, allowing small fireworks to function as detonators. Oh, so this is the deciphered message. I have a poor habit of like reading this part instead of this part first. Same thing in tests. I tend to read the answers before I read the question. Install them in the location shown, then use the timer to control the explosion timing such that the ship's hull may be destroyed in open waters. Think they're good so they can't take part in the auction. After that, the investigating forces of both Fontaine and DOA will focus their attention on me. Don't worry, boss won't play us out. Evacuate on your own, then pour your heart into acting how grateful you are to have miraculously survived. Wait out the heat for 6 months, then move to finish this matter. All we need to do is bury the 10,000, 100,000. 1.5 million Mora the boss promised at the 7th century post. No need to contact me.
なんて書いてあるんだ？教えてくれ。
Well, if I'm right, they're planning to dispose of the goods by blowing up the ship.
爆弾！あいつら本気かよ。捕まりたくないからって、そんなことをしたら余計大変なことになるぞ。
Well, Scamface needs to protect the person on top, so he's diverting attention to an ever-bigger problem and cutting off all our leads in the process.
イエランの読み通りだ。あいつらどうかしてるぞ。
You mean a fucking
船には
genius?
関係ない人たちがたくさん乗ってる。爆弾を全
Well,
部探し出して
half a
止めない
genius.
と。
Prepare to dismantle the bomb. Opfar has found the bomb. Now this distraction is holding. This is our chance, but we need to hurry. Let's check now. I think we need to fight, but we'll dismantle all bombs based on the marks, so we need to use the camera. Or not. By referring to the cipher provided by Yelan, you deciphered the enemy's encrypted messages and obtained a map with meticulous markings of where the enemy has placed their disguised bombs. Dismantle them as quickly as possible. So they don't like a jewelry case? Some sort of case. Well, in any case, we're just gonna find it. There's one right behind us, one on the mast, 3 on the main structure. Right here. Alright, that's the bomb on the bow taken care of. Do we have a distraction? We don't. They don't look like they are ready for combat. One right here. It looks so small, but it's really heavy and dangerous. We have to climb up here. How does this guy not stop us and say hey, what are you doing? Wrong button. Ah, that works as well. One on the mast, but where is it? Is it high up? Also, I don't know if it's time. The music feels urgent, but it doesn't feel time. There's a bomb here. This bomb, are they really trying to blow up the mast? We gotta get rid of it, I think. I don't know what you're trying to say. Next one. Dismantle it quick, but be careful. And we have one at the top of the ship. Op 4 has defused the bomb.
甲板の爆弾は全部片付けたな。船の中にもあるはずだけど、時間は大丈夫か？
船の中の爆弾は私が処理しておいたわ。お疲れ様、旅人パイモン。予想外の出来事だったけど、完璧な対応だったわね。
イエラン、怪しいところに気づいて船に乗り込んだ上に、オイラたちに暗号表まで渡しておくなんてさすがだな。助かったぜ。そうだ、あの二人はどうしたんだ？
危ないところだったわね、コーダーさん、ドッタマーニさん。どうやら君たちはとんでもない危険人物に命と財産を狙われているみたい。
いや、まったくだ。まさかこれほどの悪党がいるとは考えもしなかったよ。命を狙われるほどの恨みを買った覚えはないんだが。
もう心配ないわ。ルミドゥースハーバーに護衛を派遣するよう出立艇に連絡しておくから。コーダーさんの荷物は出立艇が検査してくれるわ。安全が確認できたら警察隊員が目的地まで届けてくれるはずよ。そういえばコーダーさんの荷物はどこに運べばよいのかしら。
2日後にホテルデボールで開催される
Intel was correct.
競
Or at
売
least,
会場
you know.
わかったわ。安心して。出立艇の警察隊員はみんな職務に忠実だから。荷物は完璧な状態で競売に出品できる。私が保証するわ。
感謝する。
After some time, the ship safely docks at Luminos Harbor. In the meantime, you tell Yelan about the note Scamface left for Quarter and Dodamami.
それにしてもびっくりしたぞ。直 接犯人たちに会うなんて。警戒されて調査がバレたらどうする気だったんだ？
向こうは全てを把握した上でこちらの言うことを聞くしかなかったのよ。ブラックマネーロードは相当慎重よ。トカゲのように尻尾を切って逃げるつもりだったんでしょうね。競売には出品せず荷物を全部海に沈めてしまえば自分につながる証拠は消える。そうして邪気深き強者に注意を移すつもりだった。でも出立艇が関わってきた以上彼らは競売に参加せざるを得ない。ブラックマネーロードが代理人に美術品の落札をやめさせ事情を知らない人がそれを落札したらその人は値段が不当に高いことに気がつき警察に通報するでしょう。そうなればコーダーは容疑者として目をつけられ罪に問われることになる。少なくともブラックマネーロードは同じ手口でモラロンダリングを行えなくなる。フォンテーヌにおける最後の右腕を失うことだって考えられるわ。
And if he does decide to continue with the auction, that also works in my favor.
そういうこと。その場合手がかりが途絶えることはない。競売品を落札した人を調べればブラックマネーロードの足取りを追うことができるわ。
どういうことだ
Paimon needs to explain for the audience.
後で旅人がちゃんと説明してくれるわ。それじゃあ一番
We're doing
肝
it.
心な大詰め。競売での誘導作戦のためにお互い準備を整えておきましょう。エドラー捜査官が部下に手配させた招待状よ。受け取ってちょうだい。2日後ホテルドゥボールで会いましょう。
Invitation to an auction. Let's see, is it an event item? Yep. A plain-looking envelope containing an invitation letter for an auction at the Hotel de Board. The most critical showdown in the case of the Dark Financier begins with this very event. Well, it technically already began, but, you know, whatever. Tomorrow needs to be like 8 o'clock. 18 o'clock. Reminds me of, like, Americans not knowing how to read, like, a 24-hour format clock. Hey, not indicative of all Americans, but, you know.
今日は約束の日だな。目指すは調査の最重要ポイント。ホテルドゥボールの競売会場だ。このチャンスを利用して絶対黒幕を捕まえてやろうぜ。
Push the combat ready team just in case we get into a scuffle. And we'll head there. We'll head there, but with no head. Damn. I feel like I've forgotten to say something I was supposed to say. Hello.
こんばんは。会場までご案内いたします。
ちょっと緊張してきたぞ。今度こそあの悪者どもを一網打尽だ。
I know what we have to investigate this time because it finally did turn out slightly more interesting this time. Packed, and there's only like 6 people in here. Maybe 8 including us. Probably because I turned the NPC density to low. Hi, Mon.
なんだよ。貧乏なオイラたちこそモラに惑わされないで真面目に働く。立派な探偵にぴったりだと思わないか?
Want a pair of detective glasses too.
ひひ、オイラのはやらないぞ。今はこれ1個しかないんだ。今度もっとかっこいいのを作ってやるぜ。
Probably just the Fatui mask we've seen before. Why is the waitress maid like shocked to see her?
やる気満々って感じかしら。全然緊張していないみたいね。でも会場の雰囲気はゆったりしているから、呼吸を整えて少し熱意を抑えた方が周囲に溶け込みやすいわよ。
I personally don't like how this is playing out. Like the occasion to which her outfit is explained is just as a disguise. And I feel like her regular outfit would work as well. And if if we're in our regular outfit, then why can't she be in her regular outfit? Anyway, I don't think we're the ones who need to worry about keeping a low profile. Next to the most dazzling lady in the room will be invisible.
私も頑丈茶室のオーナーとして
Also, her vision is in a silver
気
casing.
分がいいからフォンテーヌ風の
Normally
衣
it's
装
in
に
like
着替
a
えてみたんだけど、何か変だったかしら。
rose gold color. You look great.
じゃあ異国でのバカンスを満喫しつつ雑音を片付けるとしましょう。これまでの調査で完全にコツをつかんだようね。今回もホテルドゥボールのケーキタワーみたいに華麗な連携を期待しているわ。
それはそうと。
Also, how's the ice thing on top?
どうすればいいんだ？
Like it's
君たちの任務は至って
it's saying like above the water.
この資料を
The
参考
alcohol.
に競売の出品物をよく見ていてちょうだい。ブラックマネーロードの収集品が出されたら君たちは価格を競り上げ場の雰囲気を盛り上げて。
え？オイラたちも入札に参加するのか？
We bid however much we want.
普通ならデタラメな入札をすると警告されるし、入札資格を取り消される可能性もあるんだけど、君たちに用意した講座は理論上いくらでも負債を重ねられるの。だからどんどん
There has to be a certain limit.
ブラ
Can't
ッ
be
ク
too
マネー
high.
ロードの部下を混乱させてくれればそれでいいわ。私たちがこの件を追っていると知ったブラックマネーロードは腹心ではなく臨時の身代わりを会場に来させる可能性が高い。貨物船の一件を受けて急遽競売に申し込んだ人物が何人かいるの。彼らはみんな茶葉愛好家のブローチを身につけている。身代わりはその中にいるはずよ。身代わりが何より恐れているのは気まぐれで落札した人に価格に見合った品でないと気づかれること。もしそうなればコーダーとブラックマネーロードの正体がバレてしまうもの。でもブラックマネーロードが一度に投じるモラの量はそこまで多くないから身代わりの予算は限られているわ。つまり向こうはとても不利な立場にあるということよ。
So, okay, so we're gonna be bidding against people. We'll try to bid against people who have the emblem, because the guys with the emblems are likely to be one of their lackeys. So we just bid when it's someone with the emblem. If the camera shows it, if not, if the camera doesn't show if they have the emblem, we either just like bid or not bid. It depends on. We'll see what happens. Got it. We need to put pressure on them. The more desperate they get, the better.
よくわからないけど、なんとなく想像できたぜ。もし自分の計画がめちゃくちゃにされたら、オイラも焦るだろうからな。
君たちが入札している間、私は2階の貴賓席から様子を観察して不審な人物を見つけ出すわ。一度だけなら冷静に対応できるかもしれないけど、何度も横槍を入れられたら相手はかなりのプレッシャーを感じるはずよ。競売が終わったら会場の近くで私と合流して、人気のない場所で身代わりを捕まえて少しお話しさせてもらいましょう。
Sounds like a plan. We won't let you down. We won't let you down.
オイラたち、気合なら誰にも負けたことないからな。
Act now! Why do we need the lens? We need to use the lens to see if they have the timing's right. I should start investigating. We gotta see who has a badge. Anyone upstairs? Nope, so it's just downstairs. The auction site. A mansion has been all the rage among tea enthusiasts lately. It was being worn by several buyers who signed up for the auction after the cargo ship incident. The scapegoat must be hiding among them, so it is imperative to track down all buyers wearing this badge. So we're gonna use a badge. They probably... The starting price is 1.5 million ward. Don't miss this once in a lifetime opportunity. He doesn't look like he has a badge. If he does, he probably like could wear it like pretty visibly, right? Like on their chest, like right there. A buyer with a badge. This one doesn't seem to stand out in any way. So it could be a bad thing or a good thing. She has a badge as well. This lady is wearing one of those badges, but there's nothing too suspicious about her outfit or demeanor. A nervous gentleman. He's displaying the badge very prominently. That's probably the guy. If you remember what Yelan said, the guy that Scamface is gonna send is probably like a lackey, you know, someone that's not very trusted, you know, low level, you know, thug. So this might be him. Because he would be nervous. Does it want it to lock a target? Whatever. Okay, so let's see. Discreet collector, bid frequency medium. A collector with a low profile bidding style who has appeared several times at important auctions. Although they haven't been attending auctions as frequently as before, their bids are always focused on the most precious of pieces. Bid frequency medium. What does bid frequency matter? Is it just... It's possible that we're gonna have to like bid ourselves as the traveler, and we're gonna see them bid, and this is like how often they're gonna bid. The suspicious guy's gonna bid a lot because he wants to get it for sure, especially on things that belong to them. Famous fashionista, a lavishly dressed lady. Based on your intel, she is a well-known figure within Fontaine's fashion world, a regular at fashion exhibits and events, and an avid collector of unique accessories and trinkets. Records show that she has participated in such auctions multiple times before, so, you know. These two guys, we know they're unlikely to be one of the Scam Faces people. Art critic. A really commentator for publications like the Steambird. This affluent connoisseur with refined artistic taste is a fixture of the auction house scene. However, their unusually late appearance at this particular auction raises some questions. Oh, sorry, we do have to select them. Much seems off here. It's probably not the scapegoat. Ah, okay. Try this guy then. Ah. Ah. Once the auction is over, you all meet up outside the hotel board. Officer Edler arrives with your new double agent in tow. I don't know why, but like for like the past like 10 sentences, sorry, that I've been talking, there's like a weird noise in my like nasal cavity. I just drank some water. Hopefully that will deal with it, but like hopefully I don't have a new health problem. After checking the list of auction participants, we were able to confirm his identity. He turns out to be an ordinary clerk who ran into some financial trouble. Perhaps desperation was what drove him to take such a risk. After exchanging information and a brief discussion, you settle on a bold and daring plan. Yeah, like some people, you know, they do get like financial problems and they turn to crime and stuff. Okay, so we did the bidding.
君たちは何のことかよくわからないな。
あら、この殺し屋さんもそう言ってたわ。でも彼は一つだけ分かっていた。青いブローチをつけた人物が競売に失敗したら、人気のない場所でそいつを処分すればいいってことだけは。
So this hitman is not an actual hitman. It's probably like some cop or just some hired actor. Because earlier, Yelan said that the scapegoat and also the person keeping tabs on the scapegoat don't know each other. So Yelan is trying to make the scapegoat think that we have the hitman. So we already know, like, you know, he's guilty. So he's gonna confess or work with us.
処分？
あんたは運がいいぜ。出立艇に目つけられたおかげで逆に命拾いしたんだからな。
いやいやいや、話が違うぞ。たとえ捕まっても何も言わなければメロピで要塞から出してやるって言われたんだ。それに手付金だけで300万も払ってくれた。その金だけでも女房に一番いい薬を買ってやれる。あと数年は持ちこたえることができるんだ。
Turning to crime is no way to do it.
なんでだ？競売に失敗しただけで口封じのために消されないといけないっていうのか？
君を犠牲にして得る利益と比べたら、君への報酬なんてほんのはした金なのよ。
出立艇にはあなたのような人が70人以上も収監されているわ。彼らと話してみたい？
はあ、いや、結構だ。もうどうこうなる状況じゃない。君たちは俺にやり直すチャンスをくれるんだよな。教えてくれ。俺はどうすればいい？
雇い主に連絡して直接話し合う約束を取り付けて。
雇い主か。彼はとても用心深い。手付金、行動計画、そして資金の受け渡し。まだ3回しか会ってないんだ。だが君たちを最後の取引場所に案内して緊急手段で彼に連絡してみることはできる。
その前にあなたの家まで案内してくれる？事件に関連する証拠を集めないと。
無事に説得完了だな。それにしてもあんなちょっとの会話であいつを諦めさせるなんてさすがはイエランだな。
彼は最初から緊張していたし、とても不安がっていた。私たちは利益を提示しながら彼と誠実な対話をしただけよ。みんなの素晴らしい演技にも感謝しないとね。特にこちらの警察隊員くん。
悪役を演じるのは久しぶりだったので、もっと怖い感じの方が良かったことをドキドキしてましたよ。
十分だったぞ。旅先で出会う悪党にそっくりだったぜ。
If you need a side hustle, you can always become a part-time actor.
それでイエランさん、私はコーダーとドッタマーニ、どちらを優先すべきでしょうか？
ドッタマーニがバイダ港に戻ったら監視しておくとスメール側から連絡があったわ。こちらが合図を出せばいつでも逮捕できる。邪智深き強者の追跡は洗顔軍が担当するから、残るはコーダーだけね。監視中はなるべく距離を保って警戒されないようにしてちょうだい。
完全解決も時間の問題ですね。熱くなってきました。
それじゃあ、あとは計画通りにね。12時間後、身代わりの案内で黒幕をおびき出しましょう。そろそろブラックマネーロードにも罪と向き合ってもらわないと。
Recent music. Where have I heard that from? Okay, let's do a time skip. 9. Not the German kind. You know, I've actually never like finished watching the movie 9, but like I know what it's about, and like I feel like there should be more movies like 9, like not just the art style, not just the background, but like more, you know, like the hidden meaning. Then again, most movies have a hidden meaning. They're either inherently or intentionally or unintentionally political.
ここが雇い主との取引場所だ。この辺りは借家や貸倉庫が多くて、少し前は出立邸の人たちが治安維持に訪れていた。雇い主は危険な場所ほど安全だって考えてたんだろう。緊急時の連絡手段についてだが、装置を起動して彼に合図を送るんだ。ただ正直に言うと、装置の起動方法はわからない。彼は
Is he colorblind?
暗号というヒントしか残してくれなかったからな。競売が終わってから詳細を伝えるつもりだったのかもしれないが、計画はもうすっかり狂ってしまった。
ふふん、確かに推理の最後が体力勝負だったりかっこよく決まらなかったりもしたけど、これまで何度も調査してきたんだ。装置の起動くらいオイラたちなら楽勝だぜ。
Right.
順調にいけば今回が最後の調査になるけど、もしかしてまだ物足りないかしら？
I'm glad it's coming to an end because it's kind of boring. No time to waste. I'm ready.
そうね。探偵としての才能を存分に発揮してちょうだい。
You begin your investigation at the meeting site. Panel capture location. An urgent message left for the scapegoat by the dark financier, with the only hint being that the code has something to do with colors. Comparing the image with the current state of the area should give you enough to lure the enemy into a trap. Well, let's see if there's anything off about the area first. First of all, I don't. It's missing a flower. Do you need color? You need color. Based on the image, there should have been a mark out here. Color signal is clear as day. We have flower here. The image shows a pot of Sumeri roses. Wasn't the Dodamani a Sumeri native? Something's fishy here. And I dropped, and that caused me to lose it. Anyway. So I guess that's to do with flowers then. We can check if this flower is here, and then I don't know what the last one would be. How convenient, it's just that. Oh, something happened here. The Pluie Lotus turned into something else. Like, this should be useful, but it's not. The flower's back here. Walks around up there. Am I up? I doubt it's higher up. The first three have been pretty obvious, but what happened to the last one? I feel like it should be here, like in this vertical column, but you know, oh, there are leads from Chenyu Vale too. Looks like leftover goods from the transaction. There we go. I swear I've been looking at it for a long time. It's not, you know.
Yoshi, 起動したわね。もう少し待てば最後のターゲットが網にかかるはず。
なんか不思議だな。オイラ全然緊張しないぞ。
Don't know why Paimon had to say that. Like, what's the intention behind it?
Auction の失敗を反省しているのか、それとも追加料金を要求しようと考えているのか。一体何のご用件です？ディーサーさん。
This is a new NPC outfit combination.
のは仕方のないことです。問題はそれに対応できる能力があるか否か。
君のような人間が予想外の出来事への対応力を語るなんて皮肉な話ね。
ほう。 これまで散々他人を罠にはま
He's running away.
どうやら今度は私が罠にはまる番のようだ。予想はしていましたが、やはり臨時で雇ったものは当てになりませんね。まあ、今に始まったことではありませんが。
His hands are massive.
私がブラックマネーロード、ロベレ・ペリシアです。3人の凄腕エージェントには心から敬意を表します。実に素晴らしかった。出立帝とリーユへの法執行期間が3ヶ月かけて準備し、さらに3ヶ月かけて秘密裏に実行した作戦はまさに完璧。数十年間続いたフォンテーヌ最大のモラロンダリング組織を根こそぎ破壊しました。
ブラックマネーロードって結構礼儀正しいみたいだけど、本当は極悪人なんだよな。
もう終わりだ。
ご冗談を。まさかこのまま黙って捕まるとでも。
逃げようがないと分かっているのに随分と落ち着いているのね。
この2ヶ月間、私はあなたとエドラーさんが組織を潰していく様を見ているしかありませんでした。手足を切られ、両目をえぐられ、鼓膜を破られ、どれだけあがこうと。
I think ここまでだ would have been better instead of もう終わりだ。
だから道連れにすると古典的なやり方ね。
富で築き上げた私の城はとうに崩れ去りましたよ、ミス・イエラン。数百人の部下たちももう使い物になりません。最後に残ったコーダーも役には立たなかった。私はもうたったの1モラだって戦場できません。あなたたちの腕なら私にたどり着くのも時間の問題ですから。無意味な抵抗は好きではありませんが、一方的に叩かれたのでは怒りが収まらない。ですが、イエランさんの貴重な命と引き換えなら、この商売も元が取れたと言えるでしょう。
These guys better drop gears.
クロックワークマシナリーだ。礼儀正しいって評価は撤回するぞ。
古い軍用型のようね。大金を払って闇市場で買ったの？君が手を出す必要はないわ。今までご苦労様。
Is that a cutscene or are we gonna use Yelan to beat the shit out of him?
私への恨みを清算しようってことかしら。それならお望み通り徹底的に叩き潰してあげましょう。
These guys only have health. I guess they are old models. I think Yelan has a consolation because I got 2 charges on her ability. Use a slam attack. Slam into a Slim Jim.
なんという実力。
Wow.
負けて当然か。
何か言い残すことはなんて少しドラマチックすぎるかしら。自分にふさわしい立派な結末を迎えられたと勘違いしそうね。ならこう言うべきかしら。後悔しても遅いわ。牢獄で苦しみながら余生を過ごし、己の貪欲さを日々悔い改めなさい。過去の栄光、富、
I guess he's gonna like
モラのすべてが君を
put
虐げ
down a
る
smoke bomb and then disappear.
薄暗い世界の隅っこで一人孤独に朽ち果てていくがいいわ。
あなたはエージェントというより命を刈り取る亡霊だ。
今さら逃げようっていうの？もうおしまいだよ。半年以上続いた追跡作戦もようやく終わりだね。これでやっと報告書の完了欄にチェックをつけられるよ。あとは 細心の注意を払ってこいつをフォンテーヌ邸まで連行し審判にかけるだけ。もう1秒だって待ってられない。今すぐこいつを牢に入れたい気分だよ。イエランさん、それに旅人さんとガイドのパイモンさん、個人的なお礼として私のボーナスの半分をあなたたちに渡すよ。そうだ、協力してくれたリーユへの皆さんにも出立邸から最上級の謝意を表明するよう申請しなくっちゃ。
ありがとう。君の情熱にはちょっと驚かされたわね。けど全部仕事でやったことだからモラは一切受け取れないわ。宴会も食事もお茶会とかの招待も辞退させて。君からの個人的なお礼は今回頑張ってくれた旅人とパイモンに渡してあげてちょうだい。
Oh, it wasn't anything special.
なんだか不思議な感覚だな。いろんな手がかりを分析したり、陰謀について考えたり、ずっと忙しくて頭はクタクタだけど、前より賢くなった気がするぞ。
Well, 0 plus 1 is still bigger than 0.
実は探偵の素質があるんじゃないか？
No, you don't.
いいね。もし捜査に興味があるのなら一緒に出立邸に戻ってこいつらの取り調べをやってみない？
本当か？やってみたいぞ。なあ、行ってもいいか？エドラーさんと一緒に犯人の取り調べをして新しいスキルを身につけたいんだ。これから役に立つかもしれないからな。
Go ahead. Who's better to watch over you than a police officer?
それじゃあ後でパレメルモニアの前で落ち合おうぜ。
私たちもそろそろ日常に戻りましょうか。休暇も残り少なくなってしまったけど、これでようやく穏やかな休日を楽しめるわ。旅人、ちょっと付き合ってくれるかしら？
I'd be honored. Instead of intoxication. Sus. Hi. I don't know when you commented, but hi. Try to pin your comment. I think. Oh? Guess I'll do it on YouTube then. Then. There you go. The ads over here. Really, when Yelan said, "Will you humor me for a bit?" Japanese VA said, "Tsukiyatte," which is usually mean as in like going out. So, you know, we'll see what happens. I mean, it could be kind of a date. So.
素敵な夜景ね。爽やかなロマリタイムフラワーの香り、街角の香水店から漂う芳香、そして濃厚なコーヒー豆の匂いが夜風の中で溶け合い、ゆったりとした雰囲気を醸し出している。屋上テラスのある酒場でもあれば、炭酸入りのブドウ酒を注文して最高のほろ酔い気分を堪能できたんだけど。
You're on vacation now. Why not? You deserve to celebrate. Let's choose to a job well done.
そうね。じゃあ一緒に探しに行きましょう。隠れ家的な酒場なら裏メニューとかもあるかもしれないわね。
Hidden
でも
taverns.
その前にカブリエール商会が空いているうちにこの衣装に合う香水を一緒に選んでくれない？
I mean, you haven't done that already?
精密な時計や遊び心のあるクロックワークの調度品、それに技巧を凝らした独特なアクセサリー。あそこなら見応えのある品をたくさん置いているわ。
The longer you work, the more you want to spend.
テイワット屈指の見識があって審美眼にも優れた旅人が付き合ってくれるんだもの。この機会にしっかり意見をもらわないとね。
And we just spawned. And despawned. I assume we're gonna see Chiari in here. If we actually go in there, and we don't. Nice clock, bro.
満足よ。本当に素晴らしい異国の旅になったわ。あと数日休暇があれば、もっとのんびりできたんだけど。
But I thought you were going to enjoy your time off. Why does it sound like you're getting back to work?
仕方ないわ。次の仕事が待っているから。今回の事件に関する正式な報告書を書いたら、より優れた貨物の通関体制を構築するために、次の任務地点まで向かわないといけないの。Nod-Kraiにね。
Guess we'll see her there as well. That's where Paula and I are headed next to. Is your business there urgent? Has something happened?
心配ないわ。ただ情報提供者と会って、今後の協力案について確認するだけよ。
But probably Alice.
お互いにどこまで干渉するか決めたりね。詳しい話はまた今度しましょう。せっかくだから、今回のフォンテーヌ旅行を記念して、一緒に写真を撮らない？
And a success of our operation.
そうね。君みたいな新進気鋭のエージェントになら、背中を任せられるわ。じゃあ、今回大活躍してくれた
Dutch
総
angle.
合映像記録機を使って大切な一枚を残しましょうか。次にNod-Kraiで会った時も今回みたいに君と仕事ができることを願っているわ。
I wish they could like at least like have the animation of like getting into this pose, and then like the screen freezes to like have the picture taken. Oh well. Keepsake photo of Yelan. After efficiently tracking down and completely dismantling the more laundering team of the Dark Financier, you enjoyed a brief vacation in Fontaine with Yelan. To commemorate this mission, you took a snapshot with the forensic imaging device. Nothing much to say. It's just an image that somehow has flowers with it and that. Do we still have we don't have like other mission items. Okay, so that's a mission item, event item. I believe that is also this quest. After we're completed. So for doing this quest, you get a bunch of Mora, you get a bunch of premium gems, not a bunch, but like a few. Some essence, and also some town books. Scrolls, more like scrolls. Guess we're gonna do Spiral Abyss now. Okay. Maybe we will do Imaginary Theater as well, because this actually ended like faster than I expected. Which is good, you know. Maybe it's just like the start that's, you know, kind of slow. So because we cleared floor 11 in the last rotation, we get the rewards from floor 9 for free. We don't have to, you know, spend that many more minutes. Let's open up the box we got. Boxes. And please be something good. And garbage. No crit, small health. With a Knight's Soul Blessing. Okay. So we want to use Nat 9 characters if possible. Pretty much the same as before then. We can have one freeze team in the second half, I believe. Another brain fart. Okay. Freeze. I think they're good enough to the point we can bring them now. Also extended Skirk like earlier today or yesterday, I don't remember. Probably earlier today because I have a story to tell while we're having this playthrough. EM or health. We do have some characters sell off EM, but I think EM would be better because we are doing more than just brute forcing. Though the place where I live right now, I can't tell you exactly where because I'm a VTuber and I can't exactly indulge in too much of my details. But the transport system here is ass. Something happens to it pretty much every week, honestly. And I got back home very late last night. I had a plan to stream, like if I could get back early, but I couldn't. They were doing some emergency track work. Like, it was a combination of emergency track work that's, you know, an emergency, and also, like, planned track work, so, like, they didn't exactly tell me that, you know, I wouldn't be able to get back home using the, train. And so I ended up across the fucking city, and I had to take another transport back, taking even more time. Normal attack or charge attack increase. So like at a certain point, you would think that like whoever's up top like would do something about it, right? And they did say that they would do something about it. And then just it doesn't improve. Like if you've tried something and it doesn't work, then don't try the same thing again. Try something new. Something's going wrong. Go back to the drawing board. That's one of the disagreements I have with one of my parents. So like one of them, I'm not gonna say who. If they try, okay, so say there's a problem, they would try to come up with a solution for it. They will, once they come up with the solution, they stick to that solution regardless of how well it works. And that is not how you should do things. Because if something doesn't work, then, you know, doing it more is not going to make it work suddenly, you know. That's, Einstein calls that insanity. You know, doing the same process but expecting something to change. Like how if you're playing Siege and if your attacking strat didn't work the first time, it's probably not going to work the second time. These guys are tankier than I thought, considering that they have like a dendro damage resistance, and you know we have burning, and just fire damage in general. This is the last guy, so we can go all in, or all out rather. There we go. Leave for now. But 9 and 10 is usually no problem, unless you're new. So let's look at floor 11. Electro damage bonus. I guess, you know, because of Inefa. There's also, you know, this bonus, which I forgot to read earlier. Blessing of the Piston Moon Ravering Moon. On Hydro-related reactions, not just Lunar Charge. My brain is just thinking, you know, that. A shockwave will be released, dealing true damage that can occur once every 3 seconds on any Hydro-related reaction. So I guess we should use Hydro and Electro, if possible. Bosses, they're all weak to Hydro in one way or another. Problem is, we only have one Hydro DPS. So whichever side is harder, we're gonna have to put the Hydro DPS there. Second half seems slightly harder. Probably gonna use the same freeze team. First half, we can probably just YOLO it, right? Oh, it's a defense for floor 11 in first chamber. Okay, that's normal. We could bring someone like Ayaka in, so that we can use Yelan and Xingqiu. Yeah, we could. I'm gonna put Seelie on the second half, even though we probably need a bit of shielding in both halves, is because of this guy and also this guy. Seelie is as a Nightline character, so she has Night Soul. That's gonna benefit. Yeah. Diona. Team comp. Both teams are running freeze, having the cryo and hydro resonance. What that does is that when an enemy is affected by cryo, we deal increased crit rate, and so we do more damage. Freeze also stops enemies in their tracks. Ayaka is our DPS. She does a lot of damage with her ult, but also with her normal attacks and charge attacks. I tend to use 3 hits on the normal attack before doing a charge attack, even though most people would probably just spam normal attacks. Xingqiu and Yelan for follow-up attacks on their ult. Diona for shooting and healing. We probably won't need it, but we probably want shooting. Xingqiu's skill also gives a lot of damage and also damage resistance and healing. Yelan's skill is a crowd control and also a movement skill. And then second half, we have New Roulette, Hydro DPS, don't need to say anymore. Farina, that off-field summon support and also damage increase, drains our health. And because of their health drain, we're going to use the Scoffia to replenish our health on her ult. And also her skill does a cryo, off-field damage. And as well as her having a passive that increases Hydro crowd damage. Seelie is here for Night Soul for that one pyro guy and the first mech thing. And shooting. So yeah. We don't have any electro characters because I don't have enough, but if you were to bring electro characters, if you have a normal attack character, Fischl would be a easy choice. For being a 4-star and all. She would be easier to get. Raiden Shogun would be good if you use Nuvilette because she procs on charge attacks as well, so if you use Ganyu for whatever reason, that also works. Dali isn't that good. However, he is the only Hydro shielder, so Skirk is also good in place of Ayaka if you have her. Mine isn't fully built yet, so and we're not going to use her yet. She is good in the overworld because of how I've built her out big, but not enough. What else? Fermine, not that good. Hydro laden, so Child will be good as well. Though you do have to remember Child's rotation because he does have a really long cooldown if you mess it up. Mona, if you need burst damage, especially with cryo, when an enemy is frozen with Mona's ult, the ult technically gets extended. So that's the thing to know. Mona also has a distracting skill, though its ability duration is kind of short. So yeah. Let's get started. It's gonna be some lackeys. So we're gonna dash around with Ayaka's skill, get their aggro. And I'm gonna use their ult since they're all here. There'll be a lot of guys, but as long as we can make them not attack the objective, then we're good. We just look at all their aggro because of that range of the ability. Ult now. Enemies are this way. Also worth mentioning, if you don't know, when Ayaka's ult hits an enemy, it stays in the same location.
失礼。捕まえた。
この件はわかるかい？
We're done. Objective took a little bit of damage, but it's because just Ayaka doesn't have that much range. Sure, her ult and ability does have some range, but Skirk has a lot more range with her normal attacks, and more consistent. If you were using someone else, that's a different story. But Ayaka doesn't have that much range. More than a few, but still not that much. This is gonna be easier because there's just only be 1 or 2 guys. You kill 3 of these guys. You need to get their aggro so that unlock the objective. These guys are pretty easy to get their aggro, because you can use a bow character and they get aggroed already if you use a bow character. And considering that you're doing freeze, it limits how much they can move, or makes things easy for us. And there we go. I don't think the objective took any damage. Could be wrong, but with a freeze team, this is bound to happen. Okay, burst damage, sure. We don't really need healing effectiveness, because on the second half is our team on the second half is stronger, so we don't need it. Though if you're using an even weaker Scafier than mine, then you might need it. You do want to group them up together, so that if the true damage does get unleashed, they are more likely to get hit by the true damage attack. Again, that's a if it's possible kind of thing. Our black sword, it's not. I know it's not a free-to-play weapon, but it does give a bit of healing. So even if your shield goes down, since you're not using the Sword of Enshu, the Calamity of Enshu, you get heals. So you don't have to worry too much about not having a shield. Or not having healing. A bit longer than expected, but again, it's Ayaka. She's a pretty old unit. And I forgot what's in here. Ah, right. Oh, we didn't have fanfare. Oh, that's gonna reduce our damage dealt. We had fanfare, and we used the Scofier's ult, then that doubles up on the fanfare game. Shame, but it's fine. We cleared it. It's only floor 11. It's not too hard. As long as you are like if you're like kind of built in endgame, then you're good. Off of floor 11, but floor 12, that's where shit hits the fan. 13 enemies. I don't know if there's bigger guys, because I would like to save the ult for the bigger guys, if any. Speaking of bigger guys,
るかい？
かかれ。どの目が出るかしら。
We don't want to try to take them down at the same time so that they don't get a buff.
雪を前へ。
Well, these guys.
踊りなさい。
捕まえた。
歌よ錦となれ。雨。
These are Fiona's ult. There's more damage.
神里流。消滅。ね。雪を前へ。
There you go. Then second half. I don't remember what's in here again. Ah, right. Rain guards and graders, I believe? Well, not that hard. These guys are probably the easiest. Do I have fanfare? I don't. There. Now I have fanfare.
討伐となるがいい。静粛に。
お披露目だ。歌え。僕の名のもとに。冷凍の時間。シトラリー、イチパパ。こうよ。さあ、働く。目も舌も満足させてあげる。
私は帰ってきた。
And yeah, that's done. Now to floor 12. Let's see how things are like. Floor 12, first half, Hydra Electro. Second half, Night Soul, but since it runs higher, then you probably want Wulani. First half is fine. Putting a boss in? Like, Huh? Oh yeah, this guy was in the Stygian Onslaught. I don't like this guy. Like, I don't know how his mechanic works. I've only fought him once, and I gave up. Well, I didn't give up. I won somehow, but I didn't understand mechanic. I just brute forced it. That's a problem because this guy's a problem because we need Pyro. I don't have Mavwika. And I guess we can use an overload team then. Because the second half we want Night Soul, and my only like Natlan DP is Veressa. So I think I sent it Veressa recently. I think. No, I think I just maxed out her artifacts earlier today. That's what I was thinking. Do you want overloads? You want... I have Yansan, but not really built, so, you know. Want Chevius. We could use Rin Shogun. Unless there's a better Electro character we can use. Razor has, damage, defense reduction on his skill. If you need a sub DPS, he used to be a physical DPS. He used to be good back in like version 1 to 3, but you know we're in version 5, almost version 6. So Yunsan, I don't really know how Yunsan works, and he's not that built. We can either use Fisher Ren and Shogun. I think we're gonna use it in Shogun just in case, like especially against Yamkasor, he's gonna move a lot, and then we can use Menet. Ben is going to give us a lot of damage for his ult and artifact set, and he's going to give us healing. He's going to heal us to like 70 or 80% of health because of how he works. That's where Chevius comes in to like top us off. We want Electro or Lunar Charge. We could bring the Raiden Shogun in the first half if we're using Nubilette. Shouldn't we though? That's the problem. We can also use Beidou. If we use Beidou, then yeah, this side would have more tanking. Last Electro character. I do have Electro Healer, that's Story, but she's not that good. Guess we can use a shielder then. Only. Yeah, is there any... Can I replace... I could replace any of them with Kujosara, but... I would lose a shield if I do. Kujosara's more built, so I'll use her. Okay, so Nuvolette DPS. Furina, off-field damage through Fanfare. Raiden Shogun for fulfilling the damage of this damage. Zhongli for shield, and also defense shred. Veressa for Night Soul DPS. Kujosara for energy regen, and also more damage to any of these three if they're close. Bennett heal on ult, and also damage boost on ult. Shiryu's is overload support, and also extra healing that Bennett can't really provide. Let's see how this works. I don't know how this will go. I usually don't do float health. Charge and normal attack damage increase. Good for Nuvolette and non-ability spam teams. Let's see what was in here. I forgot already. Well, let's see. Woman. My greatest weakness.
天道ここにあり討伐となるがいい
見切りました悪
天理チョーク剣女盤石高き私は下げす
Rating Shogun's already low, so we might need to like find a healer somewhere if we need to restart. Whose healer we can bring? Furina's a healer, but what if we can get her to heal is a problem. Because we don't have time for healing using Furina, because that we lose out on damage if we use her for healing. We can also just focus more on using Zhongli's shield. Because my rotation currently right now is just like 2, 3, 4. Aside from just, you know, using my Nuvolette. Oh, I felt ping. Is he tankier than Rest? Because why is he the last one? Well, he might be tankier than the rest. There you go. How's the rotation gonna be? Move with Veressa, and then just ults in order, I guess. No, I should Bennett ult first.
浄土を開墾せし永遠なる鳴神なり投降しろ
名を照らす炎よ闇を滅せよはっはっはっダーンくらえ
動くな
せ
戦
Crap.
全力攻撃だ。
He moved.
燃えろ。
行くよ突撃ガーッとヒーロー決
Lost a star.
イカズチに捧ぐ法の裁きを受けてこい。武器を捨てろ。
頭突きそりゃジャスティスガーッはっはっ突撃くらえと行くよそりゃ
動くな。
せえ。みんながそばにいてまたかわせなかった。
散れ。
Crap.
ジャスティスヒーロー決断ガーッとヒーロー決断
聖なる来光翼よ。投降しろ。最後の警告だ。
燃えろ。全力攻撃だ。
ねえ怖い
Bruh.
行くよヒーロー決断くらえ頭突きジャスティスガーッ
動くな。来戦
I think I need to save ults for
これは必要な武器。
you know, when he throws down the fruit.
みんなは俺が守れ。
イカズチに捧ぐ。
Really? You're doing it again?
そりゃ突撃
せえ。
翼よ。投降しろ。
全力攻撃だ。くらえ。
聖なる来光散れ。
行くよジャスティスくらえドーンヒーロー決断ドーン頭突きヒーロー決断ガーッ
せえ。
翼よ。なんだと。
Really?
悪くない。最後の警告だ。
ドーンヒーロー決断ガーッ行くよ
I don't know if I can get 2 stars, but I'll take 1 star, and I'm gonna leave because I don't want to deal with the wild. Let's do Imaginarium Theater. Abandon. Also, there's that. I'm going to use this too. And garbage as well. That's even worse. That's even more garbage than the first one. There's that. Okay, and Imagining Theater. Anything else I can do? I think, yeah, there's also enough as quest, but anything else on the event island? Honestly, maybe there's just some hidden quests waiting for me to find. I mean, I do have a bunch of markers, as you can tell. I will condense my resin, and then we can do Imaginarium Theater. This is actually kind of a shorter stream. But again, I am tired, so. I guess I did this earlier today. Not that. This. Yeah. We have an Archon quest to complete. That's enough of us. Imaginary Theater time. I have to upgrade some characters. We'll see who needs upgrading when we see what elements we need. Electro, Cryo, and Animal. Electro makes sense because in FA. But Cryo and Animal. You said if you notice, Cryo and Electro, they make Superconduct. Superconduct increases physical damage. However, it also got a buff in this update. It does 20% more damage than it used to when you know, on the EM reaction. So let's take off some characters. We're gonna take off the Hydro characters. Other characters. Ah. Why is Ganyu not in the supporting cast of the whole this season then? What? There. That's performance, remote preview, performance prep. We're not going to do visionary mode. We're going to do hard mode. Really? Jade Plume Terror. With no pyro. Sure. We use our sucrose. My Leda is about the same. Ganyu's definitely better. Oh, we can't use Ganyu. We shouldn't put Ganyu into the thing. Use Ganyu's given it for free. I guess. That's actually decent. Well, she is a bit of an old unit, so she's not that good anymore, but, you know. The two are about the same. Let's just go with this, whatever. These. We are going to use Gaming for J Plume. If there's anyone that's like really good, like really high constellations, we'll bring them. Like especially if they're a 5-star. Are people just not putting support units in because like how do you explain this? You know, we could get a skirt. I guess we're gonna get Skirk. Let's see who has the best Skirk. 88 artifacts, max colony of edge shoes, so we need a shielder for that. And I'd rather not be limited to a shielder. Again, colony of edge shoe. Azure Light, yay! So it's also Nahida. Fountain of the Deep, you know, Azure Light is better. C2 Skirk, what's this one that Nahida had? C0, so we're gonna use Alyssa's. I think this is Alyssa. Unless someone has a better Skirk. Nope, no one has a better Skirk. So Alyssa, we're gonna use your Skirk. Thank you. And then, Aka, Kazuha, Venti, Rin Shogun, Official, that is fine, Sitlali, Baressa. One more, just one more. Fiona. Pretty good. I'm feeling confident about this. Usually, in like previous Marion theaters, I'm like the last few characters, I just pick out like they're pretty meh supports, but this time it's pretty good. If I thought harder, I could probably find a better support, especially you know Sari's here. Yeah, I guess let's get this. Let's do this. How many stages are there? I don't remember. Blessings, no. I don't remember where to see, but we should be good. Pretty confident. We can get a companion early, and we can also activate a buff. So let's get that early. Let's see, is when active, attack, the cry damage every second. Ooh, both are good. Both are good. This one, okay. So we have two paths: Cold Rime and Ice Mist. Cold Rime path is that when we have a Cryo Swirl. Okay, hold on. Well, Blessing Cryo is active. This when Plastic Crescent is active, does that mean we have to use the effect? Blessing Cryo. Swirl and crit damage, okay. Blessing Cryo. Or Blessing, okay. So when we proc a Cryo Swirl, they're gonna take cryo damage every second. I don't know how this is gonna refresh, especially since we don't have that many Hydro characters, or if any. So, you know, it's good for like reactions, but we'll see what happens if we do choose it. And then for Ice Mist, we will keep getting stamina, and when we... Okay, so after we do Cryo Swirl, when we have the this unique status, we will get stamina back, and if we sprint, we can draw in nearby opponents. So this is good for regular enemies that are weak to crowd control, unless this is like a really strong wind current, which usually it isn't. And then, or not that it usually isn't, it's just that we should expect it not to be that strong. And then there's this one, which is good against non-crowd controllable enemies. And this one is good as well, don't get me wrong, stamina is good, but we probably won't be running out of stamina that often. And then, yeah, this one, just crowd damage, so more damage is always good, so we could use one of these. Problem is if we should... Let's look at the bosses. Let's see how much are we going to rely on these bonuses, or... Probably not going to be using Superconduct too much, because we don't have Eula or Razor. Well, we have Razor, but we didn't bring them in. Or Fermine. And then... Yeah, we're probably going to be using these two blessings. Bosses... Jipu, we're going to be using Gaming for him. These two... This guy is... we should be using Electro on this guy, because he has Animo and Cryo Resistance. We should focus on the Electro one more, but right now we only have access to this one, so we're just going to upgrade this once. Which one do we use? Every 8 seconds, 5 seconds, no cooldown. It can stack as well, so we're going to get this one, because this one has a cooldown. And also it's not going to be effective against bosses. At least, you know, a lot of it. And we can get this again. Let's get a companion. We can get Gaming or Xingqiu. We're gonna get Gaming first because we need him for the boss. Not gonna use the cash. We have 3 battles. Easily grouped. Too bad we don't have the Anima bonus. Same as for this one. Demacia. We don't have Demacia. Which guys are these? But this guy's the annoying one. These 2 guys are the weak guys. Easily grouped, 65 seconds, Shrooms 80 seconds. Probably gonna do this one. Problem is, with this one, we have 2 Electro characters. And we might end up bringing them. If we bring them, then they get activated, which could be a bad thing. You know, they get more damage and more speed. However, they can get exhausted, I think, using Pyro, but that means we're gonna need to bring Electro. So we're just gonna do this one. We can use, let's see, I'd rather save Yamiko for later. Layla's not that good, at least not our Layla. Yes, we do have Dion as a shooter. Do we have any other shooters aside from? Yeah, we have Setlali and Diona. We don't have any other shielders, so we could save her. Easily grouped. So we're gonna have to we're gonna bring Sucrose, that's for sure. Sucrose. Okay, so we're gonna bring Sucrose, Layla, Shinobu. Did I call her Kujo Sara? I don't remember, but this is Shinobu. Kuki Shinobu. And last character is gonna be probably Yume Mizuki because I don't use her that often. And she's just a healer. Yeah, especially Shinobu does heal, but she also has health drain on herself. I guess this also makes a resonance. Let me drink some water. Okay, ult. Ability. Ult again. Ability.
夢療法。吸引テスト開始。
チョック15。
渚のリンク。
安全距離確認。6308式ユニット。7号式モジュール。
Ability.
姿を残す律令。
Ult. We're doing a bit of a ability spam kind of screen comp for this one. Then again, it's only the first one, so we don't have to worry too much.
Choke, 律令。
安全距離確認。吸引テスト開始。
おとなしくし
Bit
な
of ping.
渚のリンク。
顔が曇ってるぞ。
We're taking a bit too long for the game's liking.
15。チョック。
超拡散系6308式ユニット。安全距離確認。
邪魔をするな。しっかり立ってな。
There we go. Makes sense because I don't really like these characters. Neither that good. Shielder or support. We don't want Nashida yet because the Terra Shroom is Dendro. For companion. Any of them are good. Random. We're gonna be using Gaming soon, and sort of how are we gonna use Winning first?
今こそ出陣の
And
時。
then we can buff again, but I don't think we need to. I don't want to fight these guys. We don't have Jean. Actually, why don't we get the choice for Jean? Okay, so we should save this for later, as always. Elite, easily grouped, so Sucrose. Pneumozia. We don't have Pneumozia. Who's here have an advantage, but these guys are strong. Easily grouped. We have Sucrose, so. Let's do this one. I usually don't do the elite ones, but you know, right? The other options aren't that great either. Sucrose, because of crowd control. These guys, I don't think they need Night Soul. We just need to hit them until they die. Let's use Yemiko first. Because Yemiko like she does okay damage, but problem is I need to balance when to like use her ult, because if you use her ult, then her ability goes away, and I don't really want to manage that. And then you went to Sucrose with DPS. No, actually, it's second slot. We can use the same comp again. Not that I like these characters anyway. Riku's already died. Oh no, it's Shinobu that died. Okay, we're good. There we go. Ooh, both are good. We have a shooter already, so let's get Kazuha because we don't have any other animal characters, and we might need the crowd control. So boss already. We're gonna get a companion. We can get a buff as well, but it's this one. That's not that good. Let's get a companion. Oh, we have mixed selection. Let's... Okay, land on Xingqiu. Get another companion. Crowd DPS, we already have crowd DPS, we already have a crowd obvious support, so any, let's see what I land on, and we get on special. And we don't have enough, so let's get in. We want Electro. We also want Gaming, so Gaming, we don't necessarily want Fischl. Xingqiu and Fischl, the problem with them is that Gaming is a plunge damage dealer, not a normal attack damage dealer. I'm gonna use Layla first because she's a not so great shielder. And we're gonna use Kazuha for extra damage. So yeah, let's start. I'm gonna activate him first using Radiant Shogun. Ult to swirl. I could have swirled Cryo first. If we do need to restart, then let's swirl Cryo first. Hopefully that didn't... I just didn't waste my Gaming ult. I did.
我の境地裁きの雷せい倍水十分マジかよ
Okay, let's restart. Because we can do it. Even when I like didn't use cryo swirl, I still dealt like most of its damage in health. So I mean we do like I say like Fischl and Xingqiu aren't that good for this, even because like he does plunge a lot. But he does still like normal attack once or twice in between. So, you know, if this doesn't work out, then we can try.
散らまく惜しみ開運召喚やひゃ
Layla first, Layla first.
完成
はっそれはっ
極寒
ここより弱滅の時さっふんはったせっふんはっや逃げ道はありません
邪魔しないで
マイ
呼びかけに応える星か
風雲の行くご倍水十分
This time we got like one more cryo swirl ult in. So we I don't know if we're gonna clear it, but our chances of doing that are higher. Come on, cryo.
風よはっひゃ開運召喚ふんほっやはっふんひゃへいや
I think we're gonna have to. We can try to use Ganyu, or we can just use another team comp. Because problem is we only have cryo swirl for a bonus, and Leela has really slow cryo application. In that case, we could probably use Seelie then, right? No, Seelie still does. I mean, we can proc with normal attack. Let's try that. Let's try to proc move to a cryo attack.
力を思い知りなさい
雲が借りなく時見切りました
Oh, I pinged. Okay, Ray's doing fine though.
倍水十分
No, he went out of the range.
ほっへいふっはっふんややはっはっせいそこはっ裁きの雷
Maybe Raiden Shogun is the problem.
無我の境地やっふっそこ
Because Raiden Shogun keeps like having a follow-up
見切りました
attack
口封じは任せたから
that like applies
もしや
Electro.
散らまく惜しみ風全体出番だやっふんはっほっ
Hey, we managed to exhaust it. That's great.
やっへいはっ
土峰よ契約を果た
はっふっはっ稲光すなわち永遠なりせいはっやっふっはっ
働きな。
風の雲の行くごと開運召喚。
Oh, we were close. Okay, let's switch off Raiden Shogun because he's applying Electra when we don't want her to. What are we using? We use Ganyu for our ult support. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have used 2 anime characters right off the bat, huh? We already have a shielder. There's no freeze bonus. Try Ganyu then.
借りなく時。
ヒトラリいつパパそうよ。手加減なしよ。
前菜出番だ。
部外者禁止。
それそこだ。
さあ働きな。
風よ。
口封じは任せたからね。
風雪の縮図。召喚結晶。
マイ開運召喚。やもみちばを散らまく。
おさわり禁止。
手加減なしよ。
風よ。
ヒトラリいつパパそうよ。
召喚結晶。
There we go. Ganyu really helped because of her wide range, so I think her range is wider than Kazuha's, so like even the boss, if it moves around, then Ganyu can still get him. Ganyu also deals pretty good amount of damage. So there's that. Skirk or Nahida? I think we go Skirk. Conduct. Animal Companion.
待たせちゃった。
I think we're back. What I was trying to say was I think we do the, what's the word? The Sumeru enemies. The Eremites, because, we can get Venti. Or Kazuha. Oh yeah, Venti, because, Venti's not that good against bosses, but Kazuha is. We go here. Yes, I know OBS. I know the connections. You know, okay. And we're back. I like how OBS told me that, hey, we've reconnected, and then it doesn't reconnect. And I need to restart the stream on Twitch. You have to connect to the stream? What do you mean? And we're back on Twitch. Okay. So easily grouped. It's a monolith, so we probably need some range to get their aggro. So let's go Ganyu, Venti for crowd control, and then we can use Raiden Shogun. Yeah. Last character. Since we're using Venti, we want something who has range. Ganyu can do that. So what we use doesn't really matter. We could use Layla. Use the shield and also don't get me wrong, Layla and Seelie can both attack hype enemies, but Layla is kind of worse, so we should use her first. By kind of worse, I mean she is worse. And unfortunately, that's the objective assessment.
逃げようなんて思わないでよね。
And why? Not rerun, restart. One thing about Venti's ult, like you try to like aim it and then it doesn't really work. Maybe I should just use it on the spot. Maybe that'll work.
風だ。
Nope. I guess okay. We can use Red and Shogun first, so that we can get the proc first, and then we can use Venti when they're close to the objective. That way we won't have to worry about them being too far. Nope, 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 nope. Restart. I switched to Venti again. So Layla first, I guess.
極寒私の意のまま
First,
に
and then Red and Shogun.
逃げようなんて思わないでよね。
That carries up them all.
風雪なし崩おさわり禁止。
怖がらないで邪魔しないで
ここだよ。裁きの雷。この仕事は排除するべきですね。風だ。見切りました。相関結社。
極寒私の意のままに星の
Also, for this one, so one benefit of using Layla over Seelie is that Layla, although her attacks are infrequent, they do lock onto enemies.
裁きの雷。逃げようなんて思わないでよね。
So I don't have to like stand right next to them, unlike Seelie.
極寒私の意のままに
Stand away from the objective a bit.
一緒に遊ぼうよ。この仕事は排除するべきですね。おさわり禁止。風だ。逃げ道はありません。
星のご加護は怖がらないで
瑠璃のように落ちなさい。足元に気をつけて。裁きの雷。
呼びかけに応える星たちよ
Oh,
邪魔しないで
逃げようなんて思わないでよね。
oh, but that sent it a bit far.
部外者禁止。
But we're done though. There we go. It's rare that I don't have trouble with you know. Finally, we have the Electro Swirl. There we go. I can upgrade again. I'm gonna rare cash. I think upgrading it is more beneficial. Razor Flash and Bulk Leap. Okay. On burst, gain 1 stack of Razor Flash. When attacking enemies, consume 1 flash to deal electro damage to all opponents in its path, based on the stacks. So that's a problem if your ult doesn't attack then, because you might just like use your stack instantly. When blessing electro is active, but active characters' jump ability will be enhanced. Ah. So on Electro Swirl, we can use a plunge attack. And when we use a plunge attack, you know, we get an Electro AoE as well. This could be good. Oh! Okay. Well, we're gonna get the plunge one because Veresa. I don't know if it counts only after you jump though. That's one problem. Pneumasia, easily grouped. 30 opponents. What do you easily grouped? There's this guy. He's not easily grouped. Characters to heal. New Villette, I guess, but 9 of them. And no bonus here. Probably have the same time limit. Rift Hounds, problem with them is that they teleport around and stuff. These guys, I don't think they can be crowd control, despite this saying so. No, this guy might be the small guy. Maybe. In that case, we can just use Venti right off the bat. Venti, and then Numazia. That's just Neuvillette then. But I want to use Neuvillette for the bosses. So Venti. Can we use? No, we should. We can also save Skirk for the bosses as well. In that case, we can use Skirk first because there's only 4 missions left. Okay, or we can save Skirk once because I'm gonna use Skirk against this boss, maybe against this tile, and then for the last one we're gonna use Neuvillette for sure because this guy has cryo resistance and Skirk is cryo. Since we're saving Skirk and Neuvillette. Let's use Neuvillette first. He has Numazia. We can probably deal with whatever is coming with Skirk. So Neuvillette. Just using Neuvillette, we can use it in Shogun. Yeah, we don't want Fischl with Skirk anyway. We're in Shogun, and then we can use Layla. Since they're easily grouped, we can also use Venti. That's that. Neuvillette can also aim up with his charge attack, so that works out. You know, we don't have to worry about him not hitting the enemies. So Neuvillette, Venti, Yuden Shogun, and Layla. Am I missing someone? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, we're good. And you said they were easily grouped, game. Okay, I'm gonna restart. There's ping. Try again. Actually, you know what? Let's do the same thing we did earlier. We're gonna use Layla first because she doesn't attack right away. And once she attacks, then we can proc a swirl of some sort. Like there. What's gonna happen to the part about like doing... Oh, there's the higher damage. Or cryo damage, sorry. Use your ult.
呼びかけに応える星たちよ、邪魔し。ここより弱滅の時。逃げ道はありません。
Kind of wasted her ult there. Because I wasn't expecting on using it. Expecting to use it. Sorry. Bad English. I'm focusing, okay? Give me some slack. Cut me some slack. Ping. Now we're back. The internet speed that OBS shows me isn't like in real time because sometimes I like earlier just now my game froze because of ping, and then like on OBS it still says that I'm updating bits. So I thought it was just Genshin being buggy, but no, it's actually my internet. By accident. You should also try to proc Cryo Swirl more than Electro Sword because Electro Swirl is for plunging, and we can't really do plunging. We can, but we shouldn't. Come on, why towards these guys? Again? Yeah, this is the part of the stream where my internet starts to die, so the internet kept dying, as you can tell. We might have to switch off Raiden Shogun just to like reduce our frequency of proccing Electro Swirl. Yeah, OBS, my bitrate is fine, but YouTube, not YouTube, but Genshin says it's not. I wish that Genshin can like record, like you can just still play normally when you're lagging. You know, you can still do damage, you can still interact with things, but the game will like record a script of what you did so that it can be sent to the server later when the internet connection is established. Kind of like how Arknights does it. You know, Arknights, if your internet dies when you're in the middle of a battle, you know, it'll just keep on loading until you have an internet connection. Because when you have the internet connection, it sends the data to the server to like verify for anti-cheat and stuff. I wish this game could do it as well. That way, you know, we wouldn't have this problem of what we're currently experiencing. And ping is still high despite OBS not having the same problem. Good now, hopefully. It is not fine. Anytime now, internet. Anytime you wanna be normal. Because you were normal earlier. You know, like for like the past hour and a half of the stream. Hey, heck, even today when I played Delta Force, I didn't experience lag spikes, if at all. So like, why now? I mean, like, I get it's probably a peak time now, but I would rather you be normal. And I'm just getting some ping again. Manageable, but just, you know, I can feel it. Ah. Maybe I should be less strict. Maybe I should just, instead of like restarting, I should just wait. Maybe we have enough time. Keyword being maybe. It's going up, so let's pause. Some energy. Why did he shoot there? Okay, we have the pearls, they're just over here. And I'm lagging again.
ここより弱滅の時。やったそこ。見切り
Go.
ました。
We got abilities.
私の意のままに完成。風だ。
私は帰ってきた。神戸を垂れろ。ほ
Come on.
裁きの雷。
Well, let's restart. Can you use someone else? I can use Kazuha, but that means we won't be able to get the swirl. We want Sayu if we could. Oh damn. Yeah, I guess let's just not have the internet lag, and that will be the run.
邪魔しない。
逃げようなんて思わないでよね。逃げ道はありません。
大松となるがいい。
極寒。私の意のままに完成。風だ。
裁きの雷。
騒ぐな。私は帰ってきた。た
呼びかけに応える星たちよ。星のご加護を。
逃げようなんて思わないでよね。ここだよ。逃げ道はありません。
神戸を垂れろ。大松となるがいい。た静粛に。
風だ。
Okay, we can do it, but I
完
want.
成。怖がらないで。
高き
Get the star if we
私は
could.
下げす。
Yeah, no, we're not getting the star. Probably save though, since it showed us the screen. Oof. No. Okay, we got it. We got it. Okay, let's get Sayu. We need more animal.
見つかってしまった。
We don't want this. We want this. Diona.
私
And now okay, we can't do anything else. Focus fire on a single enemy. I guess we just need like single target damage. We're gonna bring Skirk because we used New Roulette earlier. Animal, let's do We don't need too much healing because we're gonna be having at least one healer or a shielder. We don't want let's bring Xingqiu for his ult that can give hydro follow-up damage. We're gonna have one Animo and one cryo unit, or two cryo, two Animo. Probably one ammo and one cryo. We're gonna have Sayu and Diona. So Sayu and Diona is because they both do healing. Problem is Diona's healing is you have to be in the range of it. In Sayu, you also have to be in the range of it, but her range is bigger, and I think she has less of that. And more importantly, she can also proc the cryo swirl for our bonus, for our buff. So we're gonna use Diona, Sayu at like back to front. と use Diona first. With the energy, but let's wait a bit more, and then that should be good. And again, so let's wait a bit. And we're back. Internet died, unfortunately. We're gonna redo it, but it's solid. It works. I just probably shouldn't use Diona's ult as often, even though it increases our damage. I don't know, because we have enough. Like Skirk is tanky enough, especially since her attack style has a lot of iframes. Also nice that Xingqiu's ability also gives us like a cryo aura. Hydro aura, sorry. There we go. We probably could have gotten it within the time limit, 80 seconds. Maybe. Because we did have pain. The rest is better than the Ida. We don't need that. Mystery Cache. I don't know, let's get a companion. Aka, we don't need it. So let's refresh. Let's get evolutions. Yeah. This is gonna be Mozia, so we're gonna be New Villette, so we're probably better off using Cryo, so let's get the Cryo evolution first. And then you can get this one, or you can get a character. We don't need characters, okay. So let's get one of these. The cry damage more often, that's nice. And Ember resistant reduced. I think that one is better. Because cry damage, it's not that big of a damage. If it says more damage and more often, then sure, but it's not. Let's get this one. Especially since Skirk is really hard hitting. We also have another choice for a battle. Also, so we're gonna use maybe that here. These guys aren't annoying if we can have a shield up. Here, Nubilette. There's only a few guys, so let's use Sayu just in case we need the mobility to move around. Lali or Diona? Lali has a stronger shield, but Diona can offer healing. One of this guy, I think, whoever the female-looking one is, this one, can have interruption. So let's use Lali. And then what? Who else has pneumonia? I say pneumonia like it's pneumonia for some reason. Fischl? Yeah, Fischl has a short electro. If Fischl's ability duration is too long that we can't proc Cryo Swirl, we're gonna use Verissa. Because Verissa is just, you know, hit and then gone, and then Fischl has like 15 or 20 seconds of ability duration. Okay, it's just one guy behind me. And you two are out of my range. Lolly. Okay. Let's come to you because you're a ranged unit. And the melee units will be coming to deal with you. Deal with me. So that's our grouping. Free crowd control. Yeah, see, this guy also has interruption as well. Ult on you. There we go. Finally, we got a star. Doesn't really matter. Maybe, so let's get Nahida, because we already have our DPS. We don't need this one. It's gonna be an evolution, so might as well get it. And then we don't need you. Do we? No. Maybe. Animo. Chu. Yeah, we're gonna have Nahida for Hyper Bloom. Maybe the Hyper Blooms won't activate quick enough though. We'll see. I know. See if we can get a cash. We do. Any more flowers or event options? Sure, let's get flowers. 90. They're all not that good. I guess we can rewind if we find that our strategy doesn't work. This is our last tile anyway. Kirk, Sinchu, Shielder. Animal. Yeah, we have enough characters. Okay. But this is gonna be Maku Kenki. In that case, we would want to use our abilities first while he's still standing up. In that case, okay, so if backwards up, sort of rotation. Okay, not too high. Or that can be pain. Got the energy. Again? This guy needs to stop teleporting, man. Or dashing around. We got him just in time with like milliseconds left. Well, that's it. We have like 1 star. But we did it. We're just gonna skip. 2 stars. Okay, that's better than 1. Yeah, we did it. It'd be a lot easier if they weren't paying, but you know, it worked out. I also don't have like the best roster of characters. Like I did say I was confident. You know, it was rough in the start. But you know, we got it in the end. Got a key. And that one, yeah, let's get the rewards. And see what we can unlock for the key. For the Desert Geckos. We do it here, yep. I'm still working towards the, you know, these ones. Maybe I could get Ganyu. Because, my Ganyu's pretty built. So, you know, I'll do it off screen. Once I do it, I'll show you guys how it's done, because these do take a lot of strategy. Even like Venti, who I use somewhat often, you know, it took a lot. And Ningguang, I basically only use her for the Rift Hound, the Golden Wolf Lord. And you know, now I still use her on that boss if someone needs help with it. But that's what I use her for, and now that I built her, I'm, you know, that's basically all I use her for. You know, she's more effective at doing the golden wolf lord, but, you know, still not that big of an improvement. So yeah, next time on Genshin Impact, we are, unless there's like a new event, I assume not, we're going to be doing Journey Home, which is the Song of the Welcome Moon Prelude Archon quest. I don't know what to expect. I know that, you know, it's going to be it's going to have like, it's going to talk about Nod-Krai, certainly, at some point. And it's also going to be talking about Nightline. We don't have any... Oh, I need to do this off screen then. But yeah, that's about it. I don't suppose there's anything outside from that Archon quest, right? I mean, there are some world quests, but I can do these on my own. Or maybe if the next stream there's no event, or maybe there is an event, but you know, not that much to do. Aside from the Archon quest, we can do these world quests. I might do these off screen because they don't have voice acting. I might just show like the results because I know that one of them is like painting. So yeah. See you guys next time. And until next time, be good. Try to be healthy and happy. Yep. Alright. You enjoy the stream, and catch you guys next time. Bye-bye. And hopefully my internet will get better. I mean, it did get better. It did get better today. You know, it's been like an hour and a half until it started dying, so you know, a bit of an improvement. Okay. And also, I'm surprised we can also keep this in like one single stream. Because usually on YouTube and Twitch, I guess, mostly on Twitch, the stream gets separated into multiple videos. Like, why is the view? Sorry, I'm coughing. Why are the viewers going up? Why is it that always when I like am close to ending the stream, like which I'm doing right now, like, and then people start coming in to watch? Why is it? Are people just like more fond of like goodbyes and stuff? Like, I don't know. Well, you guys, if you want to know what happened earlier, which I cleared Imaginary Theater, did Spiral Abyss up to floor 11, and like, I mean, I guess we did to floor 12 with Chamber 1, and we did Yelan's quest. So if you want to see what happened, check the VOD. If you're watching in the future, which you're probably already doing then, so I don't have to worry. Then again, on Twitch, the VODs only get kept for like 2 weeks, I think, because Twitch doesn't keep VODs. Unless they're clips. I don't think there's anything worthy of clipping in this stream, so you don't really have to scurge through it. For clips that get saved for eternity, and even if that happens, you can do it on YouTube. So, yeah. You know what, you can talk to Skirks Neo.
強者に挑む過程に苦痛はつきものだ。何度も挫折を経験し、時には容易に言えない傷を負うこともあるだろう。それでも、その旅を振り返れば、必ず価値あるものだと思えるはずだ。挑める敵がいなくなった時、お前の中に残るのは孤独だけなのだから。
Oh, I guess he's referring to the foul, Sotologi. Because his journey has to be lonely because he keeps trying to find someone who's worthy of fighting him, but he can't. But yeah. I swear this is where I ended. I swear I'm not trying to grind out the YouTube statistics. Bye-bye.